a lot of investors are just upset because they thought that they were buying the dip, but they didn't know that it was a 7-layer dip.
What the stock is happening on the stock market?
Thanks for tuning into this quick sip. My name is JT, and today we're going to be trying to answer the question, what is going on with the stock market and what can we do? So I'm going to keep the explanation sort of brief. I know that there are some other YouTubers who have made 30, 40 minute long videos, and I will link to some of those down below. I don't want this video to be, over 10 minutes long, so I'm going to try and keep it abridged. So what is happening is that we actually saw a market bubble burst. That wasn't on the stock market. We saw that happen in the bonds market, and that has dragged the stock market down with it, particularly on high growth stocks. And that is because you're seeing interest rates on bonds go up. And with growth stocks, a lot of them are smaller companies who are taking out a lot of loans. They have quite a bit of debt, and you are seeing interest rates go up on that debt. Now, yesterday, we were expecting Jerome Powell to announce that the Fed was going to come and save the day, and that didn't happen. So you saw things kind of get worse, and today you're seeing that trend kind of continue. What can we do? What can we do? I can tell you what I am going to be doing is taking advantage of this market downturn and buying more. I think that that is the best strategy for myself at this time. And I recommend that all of you do your own research and make a decision for yourself. This is not financial advice, but I am just disclosing what I plan on doing, and I don't want to squander this market correction. I'm going to give a few points that I would like to make through all of this. One, don't view market corrections, market crashes as a horrible thing. This is to be looked at as an opportunity. We have the best opportunity to enter in some great names that we've had since October of last year. So this isn't a horrible thing. This can also be viewed as a learning experience. So many people sometimes need a wake-up call to teach them that it is so important to diversify. Diversify. We need to remember that we shouldn't limit ourselves to just one sector. We shouldn't limit ourselves to just one company in a sector, just one stock in a sector, just one ETF. We shouldn't limit ourselves to only high growth plays. We shouldn't only limit ourselves to value positions, and it is important also to hedge against inflation. We are seeing this market downturn in the midst of worries about inflation and interest rates spiking due to inflation. There are a few different perspectives here. One perspective says that Bitcoin is a good way to hedge against inflation. Some people hedge with precious metals, some dividend plays, and you can do your research and make your own decision as to what you think would be the best way to hedge against inflation. I do hold cryptocurrency, and that is a good way that I try and do it. I try and keep about 10% of my portfolio into cryptocurrency. Another point I'd like to make is that it's crucial not to allow your emotions to cloud the judgment of your investment strategy. So whenever you're upset, whenever you're sad, whenever you're scared, you shouldn't make rash decisions. You need to make sure you inform yourself before buying into anything or selling anything. Just as an example, prior to the recent run-up in Dogecoin, I was holding Dogecoin from pre-1 cent. Then, whenever Dogecoin ran up to 2 cents, I was like, great. I've more than doubled my money. I'm happy with that. I'm going to start scaling down my position. Then, Dogecoin continued to run up, And then you start to get the feelings of FOMO. Should I buy in more? Whenever Dogecoin corrected and came back down to like 4 cents, I bought back in with a limited position, not as large of a position as I had prior, but just to demonstrate the power of FOMO and FUD that controls a lot of investors. I have found myself struggling with those things as well. We should never buy into something just due to FOMO, and we should never sell something or sell out of a position due to FUD or fear, uncertainty, and doubt. This can be a reckless way of investing. We need to make sure that the majority of the positions that we take are medium to high conviction positions that you truly do believe in, because otherwise, whenever you start to see these stocks slump, then you can easily fall into panic selling, which could then prove to be a terrible decision. This is not financial advice. I am just giving my opinion and giving my perspective, as I believe that this is an incredible opportunity to enter into some incredible growth stocks. When looking at the broader market, it doesn't paint the entire picture of the bleeding that some of these growth stocks have done, that I still believe in many of these. You're looking at MAYO fall sharply. Lemonade, Vroom actually is falling sharply due to their earnings report being less than what was expected. But that's one to look at as well. And you are seeing a lot of these opportunities that many people view as great long-term investment opportunities that we have incredible entry points for, some that you haven't seen since their IPO. And I urge you guys not to squander this opportunity. Now, each of these strategies that we've kind of touched upon in this video, they work for different people. Some are better suited for different risk tolerances. So it's important to try and find what you are comfortable with, and then do your research to start adjusting your positions. And you want to always make sure that you are comfortable. Pride can be a very dangerous thing whenever we are talking about investing, and it is important for us to remember that whenever the value of our portfolio goes up, that does not make us a genius. That does not make us the next Warren Buffett. And whenever the value of our portfolio goes down during a market downturn, that doesn't make us an idiot. That doesn't make us a loser. That is just the way of the market. It's important for us not to allow our pride to get in the way of informed investing decisions. Let's not look at this as a horrible thing. I'm looking at this as an exciting opportunity to enter into a lot of these stocks on my watch list. And I'm hoping that some of you guys will feel the same way. Again, do your own research prior to opening up a position in any of these stocks. But it's a great time to buy right now, in my opinion. We buy the dip, and it's important not to go all in on the dip. You want to keep some cash during these downturns, because just in case it starts to dip more, hey, let me keep scaling up my position here. It dips again. Ooh, let me do it some more. It keeps dipping, and through that, you really start to build a much better dollar cost average in your positions, and you can really lower your cost basis for entry. And it is, again, a really exciting thing to do. I believe that this is a short-term downtrend, and it is important for us to not squander that. And that is what Jerome Powell is trying to inform people on, this is not something that should deeply impact the economy on a long-term scale. So looking at this, each day we believe that we're seeing the bottom of where these growth stocks will go, and then they go down further. But I only see this going on for maybe another 2 weeks, and then you're going to see these growth stocks start to bounce back. You are going to see a V-shaped recovery. I want to remind you guys one more time that this is not financial advice. I'm just giving my opinions and my beliefs as to what is going to happen with the market in the near future. If you guys are interested, I'm also going to link down below some of what Jerome Powell has said, and please watch those. I'm going to link down to an interview that Kathy Wood did, and that is very interesting as well, very informative. So please go watch those if you are interested. And with that being said, if you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like down below. Please consider subscribing, hitting that notification bell icon. I would greatly appreciate it. And I want to remind you guys to always invest responsibly and only drink responsibly. Thank you guys so much. Good luck in your investments.